Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Reed here, and I am back with another toy review by yours truly. So today I got two more of the Zoids figures, and that I got from last time. If you guys remember the Valentine's Day special where I got 4 Zoids, and I reviewed one of the other Zoids recently. And we got 2 more to review here. These ones are actually pretty cool because these ones actually are battery-operated Zoids instead of like the other ones, which were wind-ups. Now, also in this video, I'm going to clarify some stuff regarding the Japanese releases of these, which are called Zoids Wild, and I'm going to also clear up some of the Japanese names for the original 4 Zoids I got previously. But before we do that, let's get into the new ones. So the first one we got here is Ruin here. Now, Ruin's Japanese name is Gill Raptor, and I'm going to be calling him that for the remainder of the video. So here is Gill Raptor. Looks pretty nice. I do like the sort of red kind of armor he got going on, and his rider on the back, which I believe his name's on the left hand. Yeah, Drake is the guy on the back. And as you can see, dark metal, got the Dunkel's Metal, Metal Obscuro, and Metal Fatal. Jeez. Alright, getting a little bit risque there, aren't we, Japan? Anyway, I think that's Japanese. I can't tell, honestly. But then on the back it says, build them to battle. We got 47 pieces that go into Gill Raptor, and then we also have Gill Raptor, and then the other guy, Tanks, aka Ganontoise, which I love his name, so is on there. So, which is actually, funny enough, the second one I got is exactly that, Tanks, aka Ganontoise. So he's pretty cool, or Canontoise, however you want to pronounce it. But either way, he's pretty neat. Got his little rider on the back there, and we actually have the actual Ganontoise Zoid itself, which does look very, very nice. If the camera would focus, there we go. Zoids build them to battle right there. On the side we have Analog is the rider on the back, and he is, what faction is he? He is Team Freedom. Now, Team Freedom is actually the good guys, and then the, what was it called? Was it Dark Metal? Yeah, Dark Metal are actually the bad guy Zoids. So, just to clarify. Build them to battle right there. We have the 55 pieces there that go into Tanks, aka Ganontoise, and then on the back we have Ganontoise and Gill Raptor battling it out. So that's pretty cool. So let's get the boxes out of the way, set the camera down so that way I don't drop it like an idiot, because I was just about to. And let's start off with Gill Raptor, aka Ruin. So here is Gill Raptor, and he looks really cool, honestly. Like, let's get a good look at him. As you can see, right on the side of the face, we got the nice details for the face with the eye piercing through with that really nice metallic red paint. And we got the little rider on the back. What was his name again? Drake on the back, so that's pretty cool. Really nice haircut there, by the way. And yeah, he doesn't sit exactly straight, but then again, for the price of this figure, it's just to be expected that's not going to sit exactly straight, but there you go. And the rest of it, very nice looking. Now, apparently, this is actually supposed to be based off of a Deinosuchus dinosaur. So, it was some kind of carnivorous dinosaur that existed. I'm not going to get too much into specifics, but he is a Deinosuchus, is what he's supposed to be based on. Really nice sort of dinosaur details to him. Really nice armor. And we got the blue little rubber stoppers that keep everything in place so that way nothing falls apart. And as I said, this along with the second one, Ganontoise, aka Tanks, both of these are battery operated. So on the back, you guys can't really see, but there's a little switch in between these little blades back here. So we just flip the switch and not activate the gimmick, and there we go. There you have Gill Raptor in action. So you guys can see his feet move, his arms swing, his tail moves, and his mouth moves. Now something else you guys can't really see is that his eye moves. Can you guys see that? His eye like moves there. So all in all, very impressive, very flashy little gimmick. So I'm going to quickly show off his other gimmick he has. Now he has his little blades on the back, and when you pull these forward, he gets a scissor gimmick. I said he gets a scissor gimmick. There we go. So see, this is like his attack gimmick. Pretty cool, actually. He gets these little scissor blades that like sort of like slice at his enemies. Pretty neat looking. So now to shut him off, which if I can actually do that. Nope, wait. Can I get him that? Okay, there we go. Yeah, once you get them going, it's pretty hard to stop them considering how hard it is to actually get at the switch, but you just pull little blades back, and there you go. There is Ruin, aka Gill Raptor, right there. And like I said, very cool. Now for a quick comparison, I have to keep adjusting the camera. Let's bring in Raptorix, whose Japanese name is literally just Raptor. So you guys can see how different the size is. Let me go this way. So you guys can see the size between Raptor and Gill Raptor, aka Raptorix and Ruin. So you can see the difference between those two. Next up, I'm going to bring in, as you guys kind of saw when I actually put the camera in the wrong angle I wanted, this is Phobia, whose Japanese name is, I kid you not, Spy Death. I love that name. So there you see how the size is compared from Spy Death, aka Phobia, to Gill Raptor, aka Ruin. So you guys can see how the size is between these two Zoids. Next off, we're going to bring up the Pincers, whose, again, Japanese name is, let me get the names here. So actually I have to remember this one's name. Kuwaga, there we go, that's his Japanese name, Kuwaga. It's based on kabuto, which is short for beetle, so there you go. Or Japanese for beetle, so there you go. There you have Kuwaga with, what's it? I forget his name already. Gill Raptor, there we go. Next to Gill Raptor, so you guys can see the size between these two Zoids. And then lastly, we're going to bring in Needle, whose Japanese name is Scorpio. Scorpio is his Japanese name. So you guys can see the difference between Scorpio and Gill Raptor. So you guys can see the size between those two. Very nice looking. So that was, again, Gill Raptor right there. Very nice looking. And let's bring out the second one. Here he is. This is Ganontoise. And Ganontoise is, quite frankly, I'm going to be honest, this is the cutest of all of the little Zoids I've gotten so far. He is the cutest and probably one of the smaller among the two, which, again, for a quick comparison, let's bring back in Gill Raptor. So you guys can see just how tall he is compared to Gill Raptor. So you can see the size difference between those two. And of course, obviously, Ganontoise is a tortoise Zoid. And his gimmick is that on the back, there's a little switch back there. And if I pull it inwards, he walks forward. And his head bobs. You guys can see little Ganontoise walking forward. Honestly, it's a pretty impressive little gimmick, how they got it to work so well. And now you just simply pull it back to stop him. So for Ganontoise, it's easier to get him to start and stop moving compared to Gill Raptor, who, quite frankly, is a pain to get going and turn off. But anyway, I don't know why they didn't just somehow configure a way for the tail to be some kind of switch or something. But anyways, so for this one, just like Gill Raptor, he has an attack mode. Now for that, we're going to take this front part and we're going to flip it forward to cover his head. Then we open up the shell on his back, and we have the little rider right there, analog, and we simply just take the back part, flip it forward, and there's a little click hinge inside that's going to hold that in place. And then if I actually turn it back on a little bit, this part of the cannon's going to rest in this little notch. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a little notch right there in the back of the neck, and that's where the cannon's going to rest for the little gimmick of the attack mode. And there you go, guys. There you have Ganontoise's attack mode. So now he has a big friggin' cannon that shoots at the front, and then you got this shell that's covering his head, so that way I guess he doesn't shoot himself in the head, which would be smart. So let me show you guys that from the front view. So yeah, this is what you look like. This is what it's going to look like from the receiving end of Ganontoise's cannon fire. Again, very neat little figure. And again, to simply transform it back, you just simply take the back part, slide it back. It's going to naturally kind of fall backwards. Then take the back of the shell, and you just simply drop that on its back, and you take this part, fold it up, and then there's little notches on the inside that are going to snap the back part onto the back of the shell. And there you go. There you have Ganontoys, or tanks, for the U.S. name. Again, the U.S. name is kind of lame-o, so you guys can tell already that I'm leaning towards Ganontoys more than tanks, which is kind of a lame name. But for comparison, let's bring in Raptor, or Raptorix, so you guys can see the size between those two. He's a hair bit taller than Raptor, I would say, because of this little like back part of the shell there that kind of hikes him up a bit. But there you go. There you have next to Raptor. Next, we're gonna bring in Spydeath. Again, great name. So you guys can see, yeah, Spydeath is definitely a lot smaller than Ganontoys. That's for certain. Since it's kind of a lowrider kind of Zoid. Next, we'll bring in Kuwaga, so you guys can see how that looks, aka pincers. You guys can see, again, very kind of squat little beetle compared to Ganontoys. So it's obvious that he was going to be pretty small. Next, we're going to bring in Needle, aka Scorpio. You guys can see Scorpio is a bit taller, but that's mostly just because of the tail. In terms of the actual body, yeah, he's very squat compared to Ganontoys. So there you go. And then lastly, I know we already compared these two, but just as a final comparison, we'll bring in Gill Raptor, or Ruin, so you guys can see how those two look. And again, obviously, Ruin is taller than Ganontoys. So there you go. And with that, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. So that has been my review on Zoids, what's it called? Zoids Build Them to Battle, aka Zoids Wild, Ruin, also known as Gill Raptor, and tanks, aka Ganontoys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell so that way you guys know when I upload new videos. And I will see you guys in the next tour review that I do, or a gameplay video. Later, Squad, and have a good one.